Hey, thanks for checking out my cinema gear review. My name is Jonathan Lawrence. I mostly direct, shoot, and edit. Been a filmmaker for well over 30 years, so I hope you can extract some knowledge from my crazed ramblings. I love production gear, almost to the point of obsession. Over the years, I've acquired a lot of gear. So, for the most part, the gear I talk about here is the gear that I own or use on a regular basis. The gear that just works. So, let's get it set up. The moving camera is a powerful voice in cinematic storytelling. One of my all-time favorite pieces of gear to achieve motion is something that I have owned for many years. It's the Porta-Jib, made by Los Mandy in Los Angeles, California. Now, I don't want to get overly technical here because you can check out all of the specifications and the other products on their website at Porta-Jib.com. Without question, there is a wow factor when people see my Porta-Jib fully rigged in all of its glory. There is definitely something to be said for first impressions, but from a frequent flyer standpoint, let me just cover some of the practical features that I've really come to appreciate and respect about my Porta-Jib. When shooting, I swap lenses a lot. The last thing I want is to remove a lens or battery or any front weight really and have to fight to hold the jib in place. The boom lock and the pan lock on my Porta-Jib work great. They prevent lift and drift as I prep the camera for the next shot. I think the boom lock is rated for about 20 pounds in balance, so be smart. I mean, unless you want to turn your jib into a catapult, have a little respect for physics when taking stuff off the front of the jib. Another feature that makes operating my Porta-Jib so fantastic is the vector bar on the back. I've shot with many inexpensive consumer jibs, and the most common problem is starting and stopping a camera move because it bounces on both ends of the move. When setting up my Porta-Jib, I just get it balanced, then move and adjust some of the counterweights to the vector bar, and my camera moves are smooth at the start and solid at the finish. It really makes shooting enjoyable. I recently added a Cartoni Smart Head to my Porta-Jib. Now, I'm going to fully cover the Cartoni Smart Head in another review, but I just have to say what a great piece of accessory gear this is. It's basically a high-end underslung head that allows for perfect balance and smooth operation while flying under the front arm of the Porta-Jib. Shooting this way allows for so much more ease and creativity. Being able to manually operate from the front of the jib and not be restricted by the arm allows me to fully integrate myself with the camera and the actors. It's a really dynamic way to shoot. And unlike a Steadicam type apparatus, the Smart Head on the Porta-Jib can take complicated lateral movements and easily add impressive elevation. Also wanting to maximize elevation, I use a riser between the tripod and the Porta-Jib to compensate for the underslung Smart Head. Sometimes I like to mount my Porta-Jib on a dolly platform and set up intricate combo moves. I don't currently own a dolly system, but I have been renting and testing a few. There's some really decent systems out there, but being a big fan of Los Mandy gear already, I'm kind of leaning toward their Spider Dolly and their Flex Track system. I got to use this with my Porta-Jib on a music video, and I was really happy with how well it all integrated and just worked. Now, the first time I set up my Porta-Jib, I have to admit I was a little bit intimidated. This thing is not a toy. It is a professional piece of cinema gear, designed and machined with precision. After setting it up a couple of times and realizing how simple it really is, I was able to cut loose and really have some fun with this thing. So I guess in the long run, it kind of is a toy. It's kind of like the ultimate production toy for me. I really love my Porta-Jib. Well, that's about it for now. I hope my review and perspective helps you choose the right gear and saves you some time and money. Look, do some research. Ask a lot of questions of people who are using the gear you're thinking of getting. Rent it or try it before you buy it. Make sure it will do what you need it to do to make your productions go smoothly and allow you to maximize your creativity. That's my gear. See you on set.